Welcome to Hollywood. In this video, we're diving deep into the dark side of stardom, the scandals, excesses, and shocking behaviors that define 17 Hollywood actors who were the most depraved. 1. Fatty Arbuckle. Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle was one of the highest-paid stars of silent cinema. But his career was destroyed in 1921 after a woman named Virginia Rapp died following a party he hosted. Arbuckle was accused of rape and manslaughter, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Though ultimately acquitted, the damage was irreversible. Hollywood blacklisted him, and the press painted him as a symbol of depravity. The scandal was so lurid that it led to the creation of the Motion Picture Production Code. 2. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn wasn't just a swashbuckling star, he became infamous for his womanizing, drinking, and alleged criminal behavior. His sexual escapades were so wild that, like Flynn, became a euphemism. He was accused of statutory rape in 1942, though he was acquitted. Biographers later uncovered stories of drug use, Nazi sympathies, and even voyeuristic fetishes. 3. Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum was a brilliant actor, and a dangerous bad boy. In 1948, he was arrested for marijuana possession, a massive scandal at the time. Mitchum embraced his rebel image, famously saying, "Look, I have 2 kinds of acting, one on a horse and one off." But beneath the cool was a man prone to alcohol abuse, violence, and run-ins with the law. 4. Charlie Sheen. No modern list of depravity is complete without Charlie Sheen. His drug binges, adult film star relationships, and violent outbursts have been tabloid staples for decades. In 2015, he revealed he was HIV positive and admitted to paying millions to keep it secret. The Tiger Blood era in 2011 became a bizarre pop culture moment, marked by paranoia, excess, and delusions of grandeur. 5. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando redefined acting, and lived a life of emotional chaos. He was deeply involved in radical politics, slept with men and women indiscriminately, and fathered at least 11 children, many from affairs. But the true tragedy came with the murder of his daughter's boyfriend by his son, Christian Brando, and the suicide of his daughter Cheyenne. Brando's parenting, some argue, was deeply dysfunctional. 6. Mickey Rourke. Boxer, actor, sex symbol, Mickey Rourke was once the next big thing. Then came the fall. Drugs, surgeries, and erratic behavior ruined his face and career. Known for physical abuse, a string of broken relationships, and multiple arrests, Rourke once said he'd been to hell and back. He found redemption in The Wrestler, but his past still casts a long shadow. 7. John Barrymore. The original bad boy of the Barrymore dynasty, John was a roaring 20s icon who drank himself to oblivion. Stories of him urinating in pianos, passing out on stage, or having orgies with showgirls were legendary. He died broke, bloated, and drunk, a cautionary tale of excess before rehab even existed. 8. Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper was more than just the director of Easy Rider. He was a man of chaos. On film sets, he took drugs, drank like a fish, and was often violent with women. In one stretch, he claimed he drank 30 beers, a quart of rum, and a half-gallon of wine every day, while popping 3 grams of cocaine. His behavior got him blacklisted, but he made comebacks, most notably in Blue Velvet. 9. Roman Polanski. A brilliant filmmaker, Polanski was also a fugitive. In 1977, he was arrested and charged with the rape of a 13-year-old girl. After pleading guilty to unlawful sex with a minor, he fled the U.S. before sentencing and has never returned. While supported by some in Hollywood, most see him as the epitome of celebrity corruption and evasion of justice. 10. James Dean. James Dean lived fast, and died faster. Though he only starred in 3 films, his legend was sealed. Off-screen, he was reckless, racing cars, seducing both men and women, and reportedly engaging in sadomasochistic games with older lovers. Some say his personal demons and risk-taking were a slow suicide. 11. Tony Curtis. Tony Curtis was beloved on-screen, but off-screen, he battled heroin addiction and slept with hundreds of women, often bragging about it. His behavior led to broken marriages, fractured families, and a near-death experience from drug abuse. He later admitted, "I became a monster." 12. Klaus Kinski. Kinski was a psychopath genius. Known for performances in Werner Herzog films, he was also accused by his own daughter, Nastasia Kinski, of physical and sexual abuse. He was violent on set, often threatening cast and crew, and many called him possessed. Even Herzog described him as the most difficult man I ever knew. 13. Richard Burton. Richard Burton drank so much that his liver turned rock hard. His love affair and marriage with Elizabeth Taylor was a cyclone of booze, brawls, and bitter makeups. At his peak, Burton spent thousands daily on alcohol and jewelry, often calling the press himself to report his scandals. 14. Tom Sizemore. A gritty character actor, Tom Sizemore was repeatedly arrested for domestic violence, drug possession, and even child molestation accusations, which were later dropped. He lost roles, friends, and fortunes due to his meth and heroin addictions. He once said, "I was worse than the character I played in Saving Private Ryan." 15. Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty was a notorious womanizer, sleeping with reportedly 12,000 women, including Madonna, Cher, and Joan Collins. Though not criminal, his compulsive behavior was obsessive, and he once claimed he didn't remember entire years of his life due to sex and excess. 16. Mel Gibson. Once beloved, Gibson's career imploded due to racist, sexist, and anti-Semitic rants, caught on tape. He admitted to domestic violence, drunk driving, and even verbally abusing his own children. Though he's since returned to Hollywood, many view him as a pariah whose depravity was exposed by his own words. 17. Harvey Weinstein. Though primarily a producer, Weinstein dabbled in acting cameos, but his behind-the-scenes abuse makes him one of the most depraved figures in Hollywood. Over 100 women accused him of rape, assault, coercion, and harassment. In 2020, he was sentenced to 23 years in prison. His crimes sparked the Me Too movement, forever altering the power dynamics in showbiz. And there you have it, the 17 most depraved actors in Hollywood history. Some of them were destroyed by their demons. Some were never punished at all. And some even found redemption, but not without a trail of broken lives behind them. Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a dive into Hollywood's most shocking secrets. Thanks for watching Hollywood Actions. Until next time.